And we were fucking live.
Blah, 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 blah.
Pulling a mark. Let's not do that. Ugh. So how you doing today, big brother?
Not bad. A little tired, but not bad. I had to go in the city, but that was all right.
You had a people today?
Not so much people. I had to take my daughter-in-law to the doctor, but she's in
Ah,
Portland, so I had to go in and get her, take her to the doctor, take her back to the hotel, and then I had to go to Walmart. So, yeah, it sucked.
but then again, you love your daughter-in-law, so.
I do, but still was a city.
Hey, listen. Would you rather deal with that city, or would you rather deal with New Jersey again with me and my
This is
father?
true. This is true. I'd much rather be in Portland, Maine than I would be New Jersey, so.
Shit. Got some Doritos today, Jim.
Did you?
Garlic Parmesan flavor.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, it tastes so good too.
You buy them in a store, or you get them online?
Store.
I'll have to look.
I don't know if you guys have 7-Eleven up there.
Yeah, we got 7-Eleven.
They should have them. Oh, but they taste so good.
In fact, you probably won't remember, but your dad might. 7-Eleven used to be stop and go.
Yeah, they used to. It was something, and then it went to 7-Eleven, and then it went to. Then that's when they started making Wawas and shit like that.
Yeah, yeah. Then it was the Big Apple, and now we've got yeah.
Sunoco and shit like that. Ugh. So what's
Mm.
happening in Maine over there?
Not much. I'm watching them lose their mind over that Graham Plattner guy.
Graham Plattner?
Yeah, he's a Democrat running for Senate, and he is a piece of shit, really. Oh
Not like
God,
Mandani.
not as bad as Mamdani, I don't think.
Okay.
But he's got a Nazi tattoo. He doesn't like women. He really is a crass piece of shit.
What the fuck is he sexist?
But yeah, no. But that's who they brought. That's who they put up as a Democrat. I love it. I love it.
So it sounds like he hates women and he hates
Yeah.
all Jews.
No, he doesn't hate Jews. He just wears a Nazi tattoo. He said it was part of his military shit. And
Okay.
yeah.
So what's going on, everybody in chat? Who's there? Who's active? Who's watching?
I see Queen Love. Who's Queen Love?
A friend of mine.
Okay. Hi, Brenda Dillon.
So what are we vaping on, Jim?
I ain't got much right here beside me. Just my Guar and my Blaze and the Sparrows over there.
You love that Sparrow.
I like that Sparrow. I've been taking that instead of the sand.
Wow. Let's just hope you don't get any burnt hits off that when you go to vape it all the way down.
Yeah, well, that's a lot easier for me to see the level. I don't have to take the cover off to see the juice level because
That is
it's an
true.
EPA. So
That is true. I'm vaping on GT4 on top of the Aegis Legend, and my billet box is on the bed. Of course, basic Dylan bitch.
ugh.
I'm starting to take care. Go ahead.
Not bad.
I'm starting to take after our good friend Bobby Scully with all high end shit.
We got a long way to go before we even touch his class. Oh
Right.
my God, that man's got some odds. Have you been watching this World Cup? Not the World Cup itself, but the people that are coming to the World Cup.
My father's been getting notifications about the games.
But
He's like,
well,
what? He's like, what the fuck is this? I've never had it pop up on Apple CarPlay, even on top of Waze. What the fuck?
Oh, we've been watching all the videos of all the Europeans that are going, wow, we had it wrong about America. Everybody's going, wow, we had it wrong. We had it wrong. America's not as bad as we thought.
Yeah, that's the issue. Everybody always thinks America's the shittiest fucking, and
Well,
whatever.
if you listen to nothing but the news, of course we're crap.
We got a president who's an asshole.
Yeah. But
You
they
know,
said everybody's nice, the food's great, the place is clean. They had this guy from South Africa. He was on it. He goes, look, I'm in a park by myself. There's women walking by themselves. Nobody's being accosted. Nobody's being murdered. He said, back home, I couldn't walk through this park alone. And I'm a guy.
and that's the only thing. We have it good. We walk through parks by ourselves. Nothing happens.
But see, that's what really burns my ass about this whole live movement is you don't realize what you're really bitching about. You don't know
Exactly.
what oppression is. You just got told no. That was your problem. You didn't
Yep.
get oppressed. You were told no.
So instead of you being oppressed, you were depressed.
Exactly. That's a good one. I like that.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
but
that's why all these people are so fucking, afraid to get told yes. And when they finally get told yes, they're fucking surprised about it.
yeah, but it just warms my heart that America's not as bad as they think.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, they could sit there and say, well, America's shit, don't go. But the minute these motherfuckers actually come, it's like, oh, well, it's not actually that bad.
I don't know. I don't know why anybody would want to leave it.
And that's the thing about most of these other countries. They want to sit there and take a huge shit on us, and by the time those people who actually took a shit on us, running their mouth, actually come here, they want to sit there and realize shit's not that bad.
Yeah,
And then they say, "Oh, I don't want to go back to that shithole I was in. I love it here." And then it goes back to what we keep saying every single night and every single week. That's when they keep trying to drop their religion and shit like that onto us, and it's like, no,
yeah. But
don't
just
do that.
realize, just play a nice game, and we'll accept you. We don't care.
Exactly. Well, Jim, you might accept people. I don't.
I accept anybody that deserves it, and you deserve it up until you open your mouth and prove you don't.
Jim, this goes back to our conversation where you always say you like people until they prove you wrong.
I like people until I meet them. Yeah, pretty much.
You liked me all the way up until you met me. You still like me.
Like's a strong word. Let's not go too far.
Hey, 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 hey. Push your luck there.
You know I love you, boy.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I wish people love my country.
You see, that's even the same thing when it comes to like all the vaping shit that's going on. That's been going on since what, 2020, 2021, even a bit longer. I wish the whole world and people who work in offices, whether it's in whatever country it is, I just want them to see that vaping's not that bad. It's the other shit that these idiots are sitting there going out buying.
But even with that being said, why does it matter? Do you vape? No. Then shut up. You know what I mean? I just don't see where a bunch of, for lack of better words, Karens get together and say, well, my kid got caught with a vape and I'm not responsible, so it must be them. No, just shut up. I don't care what your kid got into. It doesn't affect what I want to do.
And that's the thing. Half these people don't want to take responsibility for their kids' actions.
Nope.
They don't.
Nobody wants to take responsibility for anything anymore.
and that's why half these kids nowadays were raised on technology, and because the parents didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, but the technology gave him an out too. Well, he learned it from the video games. He learned it from the TV movies. He learned it from the rap music. No, you just didn't raise him right.
Exactly.
I watched the same movies. I played the same games. Don't tell me that. I never dropped an anvil on my brother's head because of Bugs Bunny.
I never dropped it because of Wile E. Coyote,
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, we were smarter than that. And to blame anything but you is kind of a travesty.
and that's exactly it. It's a travesty, and yet again, this goes back to what we keep saying. These people do a shit job at their parenting, and then they sit there and they wonder why their kids are such assholes. Now, imagine a little Dylan running around trying to be an asshole.
He wouldn't have to try very hard. But I don't want to imagine a little Dylan running around. That mean you reproduced, and I thought we had a nation pact that said no, we're not going to let Dylan have kids.
Yeah, you were the first one on the nation's pact.
I
Not
signed it first. Yep, I initiated it. No, we can't let Dylan have kids. No, no, no.
you signed it in big bold letters that said Jim Beam, and then you even left some fucking weed residue on the fucking paper too. Oh shit! No, but it's all this shit is just so fucked up the way it is. You got all these kids doing the stupidest shit. You got them going to the hospital for whatever because of the stupid shit. You got fucking half these people getting arrested like that Carmelo Anthony for the Carmelo Anthony thing. It's
That brought out a lot in humanity.
yeah,
That
it
just
did.
showed you the mentality and the stupidity that can be achieved through media.
It's even like that fucking the BLM movement that started fucking what 2014, 2015, 2016 with the whole Eric Garner bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like that all over again.
Hands up, don't shoot. I can't breathe. Yeah.
And in fact, one of the barbershops I used to go to fucking had that whole BLM shit painted onto the walls.
I would just like to know how an honest, because I know people that supported BLM, and
Right,
other than their support for BLM blindly, they were good people. They
right.
were just duped. They fell victim to the media. They fell victim to Facebook and TikTok. And if somebody's not willing to research and use an open mind, TikTok's our worst enemy. YouTube's our
It's
worst
not
enemy.
even just TikTok; it's all of social
Yeah,
media.
that's what I'm saying, because they're only getting what they look at. They only get what they want to see.
Exactly. Like for
Because
example,
to be honest with you, Trump does shit that I don't like. But before I start bitching, I research it.
exactly.
Yeah, I want to have that argument. When you say, "Well, what about this?" I want to have that answer. I don't want to be that guy on YouTube that goes, "Ah, you know why," and then storms off.
I'm like JT. I take to Twitter. I look at the shit that's going on within the world, and I know about what the fuck is going on. I don't just sit there scroll through Facebook mindlessly, and fucking be like, oh ha ha ha, this person said this. Oh ha ha ha, that person said that. Like no, like with the whole government shutdown shit that my father was telling me about. I had to search that shit up on Twitter, and there was literally just people referencing shit from the first government shutdown that happened back in winter. That was it. No recent government shutdown, nothing.
Mm-mm.
And it's
Besides, The government shutting down isn't a bad thing. It's a bad thing for the government employees, the civilians. No, I'm not talking senators. I'm not talking, higher up. I'm talking about the janitor that sweeps the floor.
Right.
They don't get paid, but they do get taken care of. They do have, unemployment fund kind of thing, but they get it. But if the government shuts down, man, we live better because they're not spending our money.
Exactly. but that also stops people who are supposed to get their tax refunds, like myself. That stops us from getting the federal tax checks.
Yeah,
Yes, we get our state checks, but the federal it stops because of the fact that the government shuts down.
yeah, I see that. You're right. However, is the IRS still? Because IRS used to be a separate part of the government.
Like I know right around Memorial Day weekend, I had just gotten my state check, but yeah, I didn't get my federal check because very first time I was getting money back, I got both checks around the same time.
Yeah, usually you do. Yeah,
Now last year when I went to Marks, somebody stole my federal check,
I remember that. Yeah.
and then I didn't get it till July. So then now this is going on the same thing. I didn't. It's already June and I still haven't got my shit. And my advisor was like, "Yeah, you should get it this month." Yeah, if you carefully, it's already the 26th. Month ends in how many days? 4 or 5 days, and I still haven't gotten it. So that's how you know the government's still fucking with people's money.
But I wonder how many other people are late. I wonder if it's a thing.
My godmother didn't get hers either.
Okay, yeah. So they just must be slacking like they always do. Why would they
Probably
hurry? It's not their money.
right, but even if you go to even when I go to the IRS's website,
Yeah.
I type all my information in and I click the correct the shit. It says, "Oh yeah, we have no record of you in our system."
Well, that ain't good.
When yet my guy told me back in like April he had just put the shit in.
I wonder if they just haven't updated. Maybe they. I don't
Probably.
know.
That's what I'm thinking. That they probably haven't updated anything.
I don't know. I don't think the IRS has ever said they forgot me.
I don't know because normally I get my shit.
Oh, you know why? Because you're getting money back. If you owed them money, they wouldn't forget you.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
Yeah, yeah. If you owed them, they wouldn't forget you.
They would definitely fucking say, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah, there's a lot of problems. We could sit here and argue for a week over the tax laws in the United States, but we all know it's coming. I mean, I don't know why there's just not a simpler process.
I mean, we already got people, these dumbass people arguing about the fucking gun laws and shit like that, and the Second Amendment rights, or whichever amendment right is the gun
Second,
thing.
but see, you just kind of said the problem right there. They're arguing an amendment. They're arguing the Constitution. No, the Constitution is stone. You can't argue that.
Exactly. And then you got and then they're adding laws, taking shit out. You know, it's like, bro, just leave the laws and the amendment shit alone, and let us Americans live the way we want to live.
Now, there are ways to amend and to change the Constitution. I think you're a piece of shit for wanting to, unless you're going to amend it. If you're going to add something, if it's a good reason, I guess. But to change our Constitution makes you a piece of shit. But there are ways to do it. And screaming in the street isn't one of them.
Like for example, like if I wanted to order a pocket knife, like any pocket knife like you or Bobby
Yep.
has, I wouldn't be able to order it and have it shipped here.
Now,
I would
see, to
have,
me, that's wrong. Because what have you done that says Dylan can't have a pocket knife? Dylan hasn't gone out in the street and chased people with a machete. Dylan hasn't done anything stupid like, you know what I'm saying? So why should Dylan be punished because he lives in New York?
even if I wanted to order a gun, like for example, the one you have,
Yep.
the the little handgun that you have that you keep in your bag. If
Yep.
I wanted, I forgot which model that was.
That's the Smith and Wesson body MMP.
If I wanted to order that same Smith and Wesson or a Colt handgun that has the same body style as your Smith and Wesson, I wouldn't be able to order it unless I have it shipped to a gun store.
Yeah,
That
same here. I can't. Yeah, I can't pick up a gun.
even
I
if
can buy it from my neighbor. Like say you had a gun for sale.
right,
Well, it wouldn't work with us because we'd have to go across state lines. But I can buy it privately through my neighbor.
right.
But if I buy it online, if I want to order something from Cabela's, they have to ship it to a gun store of my choice. Then I got to
E-
pay their fee for receiving it.
Yep. Even if I would get a 45, I would have to have it sent to a gun store, then go to pick it up. Plus the ammunition too.
Yeah.
They won't just ship any weapons straight to my house.
And it wouldn't help to go to a different state because they would still have to ship the gun to a gun store for you to pick up in New York.
Yep. It is.
No,
And
I
I was
think it's wrong. I think it's wrong. The gun thing is so touchy though, because we do have way many people that just aren't smart. Let's
they're
just
not.
face it. There's a lot of people that aren't smart.
They're not at all.
And I believe in regulation, but I also believe in the Constitution more. So the Constitution says you can have a gun.
Right.
I'm willing to give you, okay, you can have a gun when you're 21. I get that. All right. I'll
Right.
give you that rule. But until Dylan does something that says he's not responsible, nobody should say boo to you. You should be able to go buy a gun
Exactly.
every hour if you want. That's your business. But like I said, if you do something that warrants police interaction, then we should throw the book at you. There should be
Exactly.
no loopholes, no deals made by the DA. No, Dylan did this. Dylan goes to jail for this long.
Exactly.
That should be the way it's run.
I was just looking on YouTube. Speaking of guns, they had a small gun, like a small handheld gun, that all you have to do is just stick it in your pocket, pull it out, and defend yourself instead of carrying a whole vest on you or a
Yeah.
belt clip. I thought that was cool as shit, but the magazine only holds 6 bullets.
Why do you need more than that?
That was cool as shit. Now I know some of the bigger guns like the Smith and Wesson can hold a little bit more.
Well, yeah, it depends on what you want to carry, but see, it depends on why you're carrying too and who
Right,
you are. Because for me, I was always taught my carry gun is just to get me out of trouble, not have a gun battle, not to go
right,
rescue, not to go intervene with a bank robbery. It's to get my ass to cover. So I only
right,
need 5, 6 bullets. Does me. I just need to
right.
go bang bang, put your head down, motherfucker, while I run and hide. That's the
Exactly.
whole idea of it. So I personally would rather go with weight over capacity. I'd rather go with
Right,
a lighter gun and have fewer bullets. And other people, well, their whole idea is if I get into trouble, I'm going to take over the situation. So now you need 17 rounds.
right, and that's
Yeah,
how I am. I would like to carry and say, hey, it's just to defend myself. If I'm ever in trouble and shit like that.
but if you're ever going to carry a gun, don't go with what the internet says. Don't go with what the movies show you. You
Yeah,
got to get something you're comfortable with. You got to like the weight. Because if you don't, let's face it, you're not going to carry it. If you don't carry it, what the fuck good is it? Yeah,
exactly.
you know what I mean?
And the only downside is too, I would have to get a gun safe for that gun too, if I am going to carry.
Oh, that's right, because you're in New York.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we're not required to have them in gun safes. Now, if a kid gets into my house, one of my kids get my gun, I can be held liable because they're not locked
Right.
up. But it's
I
not
mean, I have
required.
a firebox I can put it in,
Yeah, it just has
but
to be under
I'm
lock
still
and
I'm
key.
still required to have a gun safe, just in case that way I can just put it in.
But now, I don't think I'm mad at a law like that either. Especially nowadays where, it's nothing for these kids to go around breaking into a house.
Right.
So I get that. Again, it goes with the population and the intelligence of this said population.
Right. And that's exactly what it. Nowadays, these kids are going out getting guns and they're sitting there shooting everybody in sight.
Yeah, because that's their go-to. It used to be when me and your dad were kids, we'd have words, we'd stand in the fucking recess and go, "Oh yeah, who said so? You and whose army?" And then maybe somebody get punched in the nose and you lived another day. We didn't go to knives and chains and
Right.
guns.
And that's the type of generation I lived in as well,
Yeah,
growing up.
and it didn't become a turf war. You didn't get gangs involved. Oh man, Dave and Eric had trouble. Let's go. They
Right.
just,
You
Dave's got a
know.
bloody nose. He won't say that again. And that's the way it goes. And then tomorrow you're playing on the playground again.
Exactly. And that's the thing. These people just want to sit there and go ahead and fucking
Thanks,
shoot
baby.
people left and right, and yet they think they're tough shit.
Yeah.
And that's what it's coming to nowadays. Is the simple fact that everybody wants to sit there and go to all these different violences with weapons instead of being a grown man talked it out, or even a grown woman and talked it out. You know, they're sitting there just doing all this violent shit. The violent shit ain't no good.
Violence only makes you feel better temporarily. Because it does feel good to punch a stupid son of a bitch. But it doesn't do anything other than cause more trouble.
Exactly, and then you
And
go
then
and then
and then hope to God the guy's not petty and he pays you back because now you've started a cycle. Because you got him, he's gonna get you. And then you're gonna feel you're gonna get him back. And he's gonna get you back. And it's it just
and
it doesn't.
it's not going to stop until somebody's dead. You know.
Now, being a Christian, I'm going to tell you, you should turn the other cheek, but I'm telling you, you should respond in kind. If you go boo to me, I should go boo back. I shouldn't go, you
Exactly.
motherfucker, and put you in the ground. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. And that's the thing nowadays. These kids nowadays, even some of these older folks, who's in their 30s and 40s, you know, all they want to do is just sit there and answer the fucking gun and knife violence. And it's gonna be a time where
But everybody's got such thin skin. Everybody demands respect, but doesn't want to give it. Everybody thinks that they're the special one in the room.
exactly.
I watch too much YouTube, and
You
and,
really
you,
do.
and it's usually a certain group that's more adamant about it than others. But everything has got to be you disrespected me because you didn't say certain, you know, you didn't make my drink the way you made his, so you disrespected me. We're gonna go outside and oh no 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 no.
No, yeah, and it's getting to that point, and it's like, listen, if you want respect, you need to respect everybody else.
How about learn what respect is first?
Exactly.
It
Well, I
isn't
was just
what
about to
you
say
think
that.
it is. Yeah, it isn't what you think it is. But why should I respect you? I don't know you. I should be a decent
Exactly.
human being. I shouldn't treat you bad. But I don't know you
Exactly.
nothing. I don't know you yet.
Exactly. And Jim, that's exactly how it was when me and you first met. You didn't
Yeah.
know me until me and you started talking, and we both have that mutual respect for each other.
But that's how we became friends.
Right.
Because the day we met in Zoom, I didn't know you. You didn't know me. I didn't put on airs for you. I didn't give two shits about you if you liked me or not.
Exactly.
And since I'm not fake and you're not fake, we hit it off. We're friends now. But
Exactly.
but if I come in and I'm all this, that, and the other, I would have looked at you and gone, nah, how to box your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because you had that personality. I can talk to the kid. All right, he's an idiot. He's funny looking, but I can talk to the kid.
That's fucked up.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's your personality. It's
Yeah.
you don't try to impress me because that's the easiest way to get on the bad side.
And
Because
the
I'm not
funny
with
and the
violence.
funny thing is, when we met, I didn't have to impress you at all. Oh, I remember I came in one time, nobody even batted an eye until last second. Fucking, all I see was you laughing. Uh, Next thing I know, like, this kid's funny looking.
Oh yeah, them were the days though. We had good times back then.
Yeah, we had everybody coming into Zoom, shit like that. It was fun. Nowadays, it's just all political thing. This political thing that.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
And if it ain't political, it's black and white. Oh, I'm getting so sick of black and white.
no, it's just the simple fact that everyone's just getting fucking so ass hurt about everything.
Everything. You can't fucking burp without somebody calling the cops.
Bro, I can't even sit there buy something nice for myself without somebody criticizing how much I fucking spent on something.
Yeah, well, that's true too. Yeah, everybody's got an opinion on everybody except themselves.
And it's like, bro, like, why are you running your mouth about something somebody bought when yet you spend the similar amount of money, if not more, on another thing that you were having shipped to somebody? Keep your mouth shut, move forward, live your life the way you always do, and that's it.
Now we are friends, and if you were gonna do something that might hurt you down the road, like say you wanted to buy something, and I said, "Nah, Dylan, you got a bill coming up." That's
Yeah.
one thing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's because, hey, you're my friend. I'm not going to let you go down. Let's
Right.
go. I'll get into your face then.
Right.
But, dude, to be honest with you, I would expect you to be offended if I stuck my nose in your life,
Right.
even being friends, because
Right.
that's not my place.
Exactly.
And if you learn that, and I learn that, and the other guy learns that, you know what? We don't have a beef because this guy
Exactly.
doesn't say boo to me. Why should I say boo to him? Oh, wait a minute, but he needs
Exactly.
help. Hey, he's always been a nice guy. I'm going to go help him. Everybody gets along. Imagine how that works.
Oh,
And
it'll be
we all
wonderful.
want the same things. It's
Yeah.
just some of us have a plan and others just say it to be loud.
Exactly.
Because I can say free health care, free transportation, free housing, but how?
Exactly.
You ask a Democrat or a right winger, they're going to say, "Well, we need to work this out."
Right.
But you get these left wingers, and they just want, and there's no vision.
And that's exactly what it is too.
Yeah,
This goes back to our very first conversation when Mandani went into office, where he wanted to make all public transportation free.
great
The
idea.
buses, the
But where's
buses,
that money coming from?
exactly. And that's when the governor of New York, whoever the fuck it is, shut that shit the fuck down immediately.
Well, it's not sustainable. That bus, whether it's an electric bus, a gas bus, or a propane bus, takes fuel.
Exactly.
It takes somebody to clean it. It takes somebody to maintain it. It still needs
Exactly.
tires. The engines need repair. Yeah. Right now, that's coming from tax money. To make that free, we have to make up this money. Where is it coming from? It's a great
Exactly.
idea. If you had a plan to show me the 5-year plan, I'll get behind you.
Exactly.
Whether I like you or not, a good idea is a good idea.
And the
And whether
funny
I like you or not, a bad idea is a bad idea.
and the funny thing is, Jim, right when he went into office and was talking about this shit, and I didn't tell you this. As soon as he brought that up, the bus and the subway fares went from $2.50 to $2.75
Yep.
straight to fucking $3.
Yeah, but that, you know, and then a lot of people say, well, that's only a quarter. You look at a regular person, that's almost $2 a week if you ride it once a day. That's an
Exactly.
increase of two. You know what that means to some people? Just $2 in your pocket.
Exactly.
And then I've been reading articles where I don't know how true it is because I know how New York's kind of soft.
Yeah.
But they say now they're cracking down on the freeloaders that are, you know, jumping the
Yep.
turnstile and yeah,
Yeah, because they got all security guards there now. That's
yeah.
fucking sitting there by every fucking turnstile. They won't let them fucking jump because they want people. They want all of them to pay the $3 fare.
Yeah, they want every penny they can get out of you.
And it's like, bro, like I don't want to pay the fucking shit. Just let me fucking go. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna sit there and pay the $3. Just let me fucking go ride the fucking ship before I'm late.
But now I'm thinking, you know, I don't know. I don't know how to get through to these people because you can't have an intelligent conversation with them.
No, the thing is, these people will just want the fucking shit. They just want the fare to be lowered to like $1 or some shit that they can fucking pay, or at least make it free so that way they don't have to keep hopping the shit. You know,
But
either
you
way,
could make it free, but just we gotta see where the money's gonna come from. There's gotta be ways. Come on, you can't tell me. I mean, I know that every state, every city, the federal government, we're all spending money we don't need to.
oh yeah,
You know what I mean? How hard would it be to really curb the spending?
oh they're not gonna curb their fucking spending out
No,
here.
they're not gonna, but how hard would it be? You and your dad do it every day, whether you think you do or not. You've got
Yeah,
to run a household. I've got this much money and I want this much thing.
yep.
What do I get? What don't I get? You know what I mean?
No, yeah, like I said, I completely and utterly get it. But at the end of the day, it's just the simple fact that either way, I understand. We need us as a united country. We need the money and shit. But come on now.
But do we? Do we really? Do we really need to pay what we're paying now? If we cut out all the shit we didn't need to buy, because the government, the federal government, was only supposed to provide our safety, provide a secure border and infrastructure, which means the
Right.
power grid, the roads, the bridges.
Oh no,
But
I
now
get it.
they've got their nose in everything. Now they tell you what you can eat, what you can drink, what you can smoke, what you can vape. They tell you this,
Yeah.
they tell you that. That's not your job, dude. Back off.
And that's the fucking thing with everything, bro. It's just the fact that they really do think that they can control all of us.
Wasn't it
When
New
they're
York City that tried to ban the big gulp, or did ban the big? Somebody banned the big gulp.
I don't know, because I do know last time I bought a big gulp was fucking 5, 6 years ago.
Yeah, I know somebody did because they don't think you should be drinking that much soda at once. Oh, who gives a shit what you think, you old bat?
Oh shit! But motherfuckers like me are still drinking big shit like that.
I don't know. I think these people are mind your own damn business.
And that's the thing. The government's so involved in everybody's fucking business. It's literally fucking insane.
Yeah. It's 7 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. You're out in the backyard having a barbecue with your friends. Why should I sit there and ruin it for you? Call the cops because no, I should be sitting in my house going, good for him having a good time.
My father said, "I really wish I could type faster, imitating here, yelling at my computer."
I know the feeling, Dave.
No, but yeah, it's just a simple fact that fucking the government's so fucking involved with everybody's life. It's just like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You're supposed to listen to us, not the other way around.
And if it
You're
ain't the
supposed to.
government, it's one of the 100 other groups out there that want to control your life.
Exactly.
You have to go my way. We're not going to do it your way, but you got to do it my way. No, it don't work that way.
Exactly. And yet these people just don't fucking seem to get it. They don't.
And then you get the petty assholes like me that I won't do anything that's popular just because it's popular. I, I'm just a petty asshole like that.
Like that weird food combination you keep trying to get me to do.
But like a popular TV show, it was years before I watched Game of Thrones because everybody's raving about it. Well, I'm not going to follow into the crowd, so I've always been the opposite.
You know, the funny thing is, Jim, my father and I were somewhere yesterday. Fucking all of a sudden, we were talking about. Oh no, this was when we were talking about the Teen Wolf shit, from the other night,
Oh
and
yeah, okay,
fucking he starts talking about that show Supernatural that I told you to watch,
yeah.
and all I hear from him is, "Who are you gonna call?" So immediately I clicked it in my mind. I said out loud, "Ghostbusters!"
Buster,
I immediately pulled out the old-fashioned Ghostbusters thing for no fucking reason at all.
old fashioned.
Yes.
Yes, old-fashioned.
Back to that time.
I was
It's
married when
Ghostbusters.
that movie came out.
Exactly, it's old. Not saying you're old, Jim.
I think you
fuck-
are.
But fucking now they're coming out with newer versions of Ghostbusters. It's like, no, you can't. Don't change the classic Bill Murray movie. What are you
Actually,
doing?
they've actually done pretty good with the Ghostbusters movies. They'll never be as good as the originals. It's like the Star Wars movies. They'll never be good as the originals, but they did pretty good with the Ghost. I wasn't mad at even the girl version one.
It's even the same thing with Thundercats. The original was amazing, but then they fucking switched it up and changed it and reanimated
I
it.
never watched that. I was never into the Thundercats, so I never watched the movie.
And it's like, you can't do that. Even the whole Pokemon shit, they reanimated it. It's ugly as shit. But then again, after 25 years of the same fucking protagonist in it, they finally ended it. I was like, thank fucking God. And it just goes even into fucking music shit too. You know, it was big into the rap shit in whatever year it came out. Then it went to country. Then it went to rock and roll, and all this other shit. It's like okay, now you're making up new fucking genres of music.
Yeah, I don't even know what they're calling it now.
It's disgusting. And my father calls it Dylan music.
I listen to dark country and dark gospel. So.
That's because you're evil. You're corrupted.
That's because I'm a patriot.
That's also because Miss Kelly corrupted you too.
Well, yeah, we knew that.
We knew that.
We established I was a choir boy.
Oh yeah, then she ruined it.
I did. I was a soloist in our church choir. And then my voice changed when I was a teenager, so then that ended that career.
Jim's nuts finally dropped when his
Yep.
voice changed.
Yep. And I couldn't sing no more. My voice would crack.
Nah, I remember, and you don't know this. I remember I did America's Got Talent 1 year.
Yeah, you told me that. I think you showed me one of your auditions.
Yeah, it was me and two friends. We went and everything. My father, my godmother, and my father's best friend all said the same thing. You have a lot of courage for doing that. I would never go up on that stage.
I
like
was
that.
just going to say, as much as I'm going to rag on you about it, I admire the courage it takes to do something like that. Because I don't care if you're the best talent in the world or the worst talent in the world. To stand up on a stage takes some fucking guts. Especially something like that where they're there just to rip you apart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it takes a lot of balls.
Yeah, so kudos to you, brother. But I'm still gonna rag you about it. But that's just because we're friends. But no, that's cool. I think that was kind of cool. I would have done it. I mean,
I would have done it again. I would have. My father said somebody dropped the ball with He-Man.
But He-Man, I never watched those either.
Yeah,
I did hear the reviews of the He-Man movie, and it weren't good.
that's coming out. They dropped the ball with that.
But the problem is, a lot of things don't translate well from page or animation. It just doesn't translate well to live action. The
But
the
you
best live
remember?
action movie I ever saw was that damn How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, that fucking shit.
If you've seen the original cartoon and then you watch the live action, my God, it's scary.
I've seen how the Pokemon one. It is fucking scary.
Yeah, they did a really good job on that.
Now there's a lot of fucking movies that went live action. Even some TV shows that went live action. It's fucking scary.
Yeah. Now I did like the Mulan when they did Mulan live
I didn't
action.
see that one.
I thought they did really good with that. 'Cause I
I've
like
seen
that
the Disney
cartoon.
one. I didn't see the live action.
Yeah. No, I like the cartoon with Eddie Murphy as the dragon, and
Yep.
yeah, I like that. 'Cause Rachel liked it, so we watched it quite often. And
Nah, they did a show me and Chuck. No, Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball. They did a live animation of that. It sucked donkey dick. They did the Pokemon one, which I kind of liked. They did Avatar: The Last Airbender. I didn't care for it.
I tried watching that movie, and I didn't. I don't know anything about it. I never did the cartoon or anything, but I didn't like the movie.
And then they did they did a live action of an anime called One Piece.
I
I've
see
seen
it on Netflix. I don't know what it's all about.
So it's basically of this one of these kid that wants to become a king of the pirates.
Yeah.
Him and a bunch of other people eat these things called devil fruits, and they give you powers. So this kid ate a devil fruit. He's basically a rubber man. His whole body stretches like a rubber band,
Okay, Mr. Fantastic. Yeah.
and he's fighting all these people. He has a swordsman, a navigator, a fucking reindeer that has superpowers from eating a devil fruit, a musician who's all skin and who's all bones, a guy that's supposed to be a robot and everything, and then towards the end he becomes king of the pirates.
Boy, that sounds like four joints right there.
No, you would like it.
Think so? I'll watch it. I'll give it a try.
But they may add some more episodes and shit to it. I just don't know when for the live action. But I have seen all the way up to whatever it's on now on Netflix, and I'm really into it. Ugh. But yes, like we said, half these shows nowadays, these people are just dropping the fucking ball with it. Some of them that they go live action is okay, it's good. I'll give them that. But some of the shit is fucking scary. Even like, for example, they did a live action of Lilo and Stitch. Fucking scary shit, bro.
Was it?
Yeah, scary shit.
I thought it was supposed to be a kid's cartoon.
It is, but they turned it into a live action.
They made it scary.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, that's not good for youngins.
I know.
I mean, for somebody like you that, I'm watching it because I remember it,
Yeah.
all right, I get it, but don't bring out the new kids and scare them.
Oh shit, but it's really just that thing where they just drop the ball with the shit. It's even the scary Winnie the Pooh movie that came out. It's supposed to be an animation for kids that was in whatever year Winnie the Pooh came out, and now they made it to a whole horror shit.
Yes, they did it to Bambi and Popeye,
Yep.
and yeah.
Yep. It's like, no, you're fucking it up. Just stop. Leave it alone.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
But unfortunately, we already hit the 50-minute mark. I had no more content.
All right. Till next week, then?
Yes, sir. Do you have any more content?
No, I'm good. I can ramble all day.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next week.
Peace
Any
out.
final words?
Don't be a dick. Make somebody smile today. Doesn't
Word.
cost a penny.